All right, Gemini, let's do a reading for you. Just got this download right before I started that there are some lessons that need to be learned, and take that how it resonates. I mean, maybe it'll come out in the reading, but definitely got that pretty strongly. So let's see what shows up. Happy birthday to my Geminis. I have not done, I'd like to do a special birthday reading. I'll try to do that this weekend. Ten of Cups. For some of you, the lesson is that you've already got everything that you really want, and Queen of Swords, but you're thinking about things a little bit more logically than emotionally. I mean, you are an air sign, okay, so sometimes you get in your logical head. Six of Cups. There's something from the past that you're thinking about. There's Temperance energy, the Magician, and Ace of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. Something that you've been learning. Yeah, it's a lesson you've been learning. Seven of Swords and Five of Wands. Your intuition is kicking in, I think. And, you know, and it's about really listening to it. Four of Wands, that's the 1111 card. So you're going from conflict to peace is really the energy there. It's like maybe there's something that you've been fighting, something you've been fighting for, and you're like, I'm going to just sit back and see how it plays out. You're learning the lesson, right? Temperance and the Magician definitely suggest that. There is going to be a tendency to get in your head and think about something from the past, but you have new love coming towards you. Ace of Cups in the outcome. But it's more than that. It's like a completion feeling, okay? Completion feeling. Let's see what else the universe has for us today. Clarify these cards. Why is this Ten of Cups here? Oh look, Temperance again. May have been praying a lot, meditating a lot, and the Hanged Man, suspension, spending a lot of time with people that are very close to you. Some of you have been feeling isolated even in the crowd, okay? There's some energy of that coming through. Seven of Cups, a little daydreamy energy. Look, Magician again. Magician and Temperance coming out together twice. Two of Pentacles, so you've been really struggling to get some balance, maybe even financially, maybe even making some financial decisions, manifesting an outcome, okay? There's a lot of energy of newness, so leaving behind things in the past, stepping into something different. Even if you're in the same long-term relationship, there is a newness quality to your life. Death card at the bottom, change. Four of Swords, healing. You may have lost someone with those two cards together, the Four of Swords and the Death card. You may have lost someone close to you. Nine of Wands, you might feel really lost about that, okay? Might feel very wounded, be grieving. And, you know, so I set that deck down. I was like, why'd I set that deck down? There's something else that... What's under that? Ten of Pentacles. That suggests to me that there's some growth period that has happened. You know, going from a 9 to a 10. No, it's the 9 of Wands to the 10 of Pentacles. But that might be that some of you, if you're young, had to grow up. Maybe even had to care for some siblings, possibly. I don't know why that's coming through, but it's just coming through. So let's clarify Temperance. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, I just get walking away from an old way of life, stepping into a different way of thinking, a different way of approaching things. Maybe leaving a relationship, but I'm not necessarily getting that. It's more like working on, okay? Some of you definitely have been working on being more independent. That Nine of Pentacles there. Working on financial stability as well as your own emotional stability, walking away from negative attachments, maybe gaining in spirituality, possibly working on spiritual gifts. Let's get another card on that Nine of Pentacles. Got an 8 and a 9 there. Maybe you'll get a 10. Judgment. 20. Yeah. If you've had some legal thing happen, it may not have felt like you won, but really the ending of it is the winning, okay? If some of you were signing papers, might be, you know, some kind of contract that you're signing. With the Nine of Pentacles, it looks like a pretty good outcome there. Three of Cups, Six of Swords, Six of Pentacles. Some of you are celebrating a new job in which you might have to travel for or move for. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Clarify Queen of Swords in your home environment. Now that is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius card. You know, and I'm getting movement from that Queen of Swords. There's action happening. Are you cleaning, like deep cleaning your entire house right now, Gemini? The Sun. Feeling that sense of completion. It's like, wow, I haven't been paying attention to everything around me that I'm grateful for. It's kind of like that kind of feeling. Like just feeling grateful for the environment that you're in. Making it beautiful. So some of you might be remodeling your house, or also maybe, you know, making your yard beautiful, right? Getting out in the sun. What else for Gemini in their home environment? You know, the Sun is like a very happy card, and so it's like learning to be happy even if things aren't quite what you want them to be. High Priestess. So I'm just getting, okay, I get this energy from the High Priestess like you're planting flowers. You know, usually that card is about seeing through the veil. It's about, you know, things hidden from you. But the Sun is here, so things have very much been illuminated. But it's really your own sense of self in a lot of ways. Like, I feel stuck, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to plant a garden. Or I'm going to paint the inside of my house a completely different color, right? Yellow might be really important to you right now. What else? Clarify this High Priestess for me, please. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, Angels. Give me a card for the High Priestess. Some of you, you know how we talk about, you know, people get energy from the moon? Gemini, you might actually get more magical energy from the Sun. So just bear that in mind. I know that that was a shift for me this year, that I would do a lot of things, you know, in what they call the witching hour from 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. But I found that the Sun energy is really, really powerful for me too. It is a star, remember that, right? So there's a lot of energy that comes from that, and it's like that's revitalizing you. The sunshine, vitamin D, makes sense if you think about it in a science-y way, right? Ace of Swords. Yeah, there's some reconciliation energy, mostly with yourself, It's like, I've really been screwing up. You're getting things right. Maybe you're quitting smoking or drinking or something like that. You know, so it's just like you have a really deep sense of gratitude and self right now. And like, your sunshine, your sunshine. Six of Pentacles at the bottom. You're doing a lot of, maybe doing a lot of volunteer work, getting yourself out in the community. Wheel of Fortune and Justice. Wow. You're working on your karma, even if you didn't know it. And Strength there too. Things are really balancing out and moving forward for you. See what else. Let's clarify this Six of Cups. What is this past energy? Six of Cups is also, you know, like, you might already be with your soulmate, for some of you. But for some of you, that's coming in. The soulmate energy. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. For some of you, it'll be like a best friend. But it is somebody that you've, you know, for those of you who are old souls, somebody that you've known before. Could be, you know, somebody from high school or whatever too, but I'm getting old soul energy here, old soul connection. And maybe you've been manifesting calling in your soul tribe. Well, that's definitely about to happen, but it's going to bring in some romantic admirers too. Three of Cups, yeah. Might be at a celebration. You might be out at something, some event, and reconnect with someone from your past. Ooh, for some of you, it's definitely lovers. Two of Cups. Not for all of you. For some of you, it might be a friendship. I mean, these two gentlemen in this card were not lovers, okay? They were work buddies, colleagues, but they were very, very close, right? Definitely soulmates that had the same mission, right? Eight of Pentacles. That's funny. They worked together. You could meet this person due to something that you worked. So, just for instance, I have a mental health agency and we do community events. And so while I'm there because of work, I'm in the community and I'm volunteering. And I meet all kinds of people. So it could be, I'm just using that as an example. It very well could be something like that. Or it also could be that maybe you knew each other at school or you meet them at school. Eight of Pentacles can be all of those things. But it looks like some kind of big event that you run into this soulmate. And it very well could be friend or romantic with the energies that are there. Let's clarify this Magician. Six of Swords. So you are moving away from heartbreak, and some of you did cord cutting and you're manifesting healing. Knight of Pentacles. It's been slow though. And Five of Wands. So moving away from conflict and heartbreak. Balancing out your feminine and masculine energies too. So you might meet another Gemini or a Libra Aquarius with the King of Swords, or they could be a professional in some capacity, CEO, lawyer, judge, somebody highly educated. Ace of Cups on Ace of Cups. And Ace of Wands. Very passionate new beginning, okay? Very passionate new beginning. Ten of Cups, Six of Wands, and Nine of Wands. So this is somebody that maybe there was something from the past, but there's new love energy, new passion energy. There's been some healing that's happened, and there's some victory has happened. So, but they give you a sense of completion, or they have healed and they have their own sense of completion. But that's definitely a passionate new beginning. Now, if you are in a long-term relationship, what this means is maybe you went through a phase where things were really cold, and now they're about to become more passionate, which long-term relationships do. I mean, I'm in a long-term relationship, and there are definitely ebbs and flows in passion, right? So if that's been happening for you, that's about to kick into gear. For some of you, you've been single for a bit, and you're about to meet somebody that's really, the feelings are going to sweep you off your feet, whether they do or not, but the feelings will, okay? The passion part of this will. Let's use my personal deck and clarify a little bit more. There's a sense of needing to open up your heart chakra and be open to that, whether you are in a coupledom or not. I'm getting like a Some of you might be in a situationship and you're like, psh, I'm done with that. I really want a deeper connection. Part of that is opening up your heart chakra, okay? And being open to that possibility. Whereas you might have had that closed off, like, I'm not going to have feelings. And you've been in that logical brain, right? So, changing of priorities. Gangnam Style card. I'm just getting changing of priorities with that. Working on, you know, grounding and rooting yourself with the root chakra. Walking in nature. Remember I said you're having this feeling like, you know, maybe you want to plant some flowers, or you want to do some gardening, or you want to get out in nature. Gemini energy with the pearl. Also Libra energy attached to that, but that is legal luck. So remember I said if some of you have some legal situation happening, it as much as it can go in your favor, because anytime that we have a legal situation, right, there's never like some giant win. I mean, that's very rare, okay? But in the ways that you can win, you will, or have a favorable outcome, you will have a favorable outcome. Throat chakra, speaking your truth. This is about communication, self-expression, and empathy. Someone's keeping an eye on you. That's some past energy. Let's clarify that. Who's this? What's this about? Somebody that often pops up into your head, doing the Unstuck by The Cure. Irreplaceable. It's somebody that you walked away from. Crown chakra, intuition. I mean, you know who it is. It's some kind of spiritual connection. Let's clarify this soulmate connection coming up. Tell me more about that, Spirit. Tell me more about this soulmate connection coming up. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, and Angels. Somebody might be getting out of prison, actually. And they've done a lot of work on themselves. They had hell to pay, though. That's what it says. Here comes the sun. So even if they were like in a spiritual prison where they had some healing from the past that they needed to do, doesn't necessarily mean they were actually in prison, okay? They could have been in like a situation where, you know, there's some of them may have had some narcissism because they had some childhood trauma, and they've been working on healing from that. Your intuition is correct, okay? You know who this is. You know your story much better than I do. Third eye chakra, pattern recognition. Pay attention to the patterns. Red flags, y'all. If you see those things, you know whether somebody is healed or not by the way they communicate with you. Freedom. Born This Way, Lady Gaga. Could be a twin flame energy, and you know, a lot of times we can't get with soul connections until they do that healing. So maybe this is somebody that has done that healing and they're ready for that connection. For some of you that are already with your soulmate, it's like you've had some major peaks and valleys in your relationship, and I get a sense that it's starting to level out. But there is this passionate new beginning, whether you're in an old relationship or a new relationship, that's really, let's just say it's going to be very satisfying. Let's say that. Amethyst, Aquarius energy. This is all-purpose stone, but it's about serenity. That's really the word that pops out from that. Understanding and trust and grace, okay? Respect. If somebody's not being respectful for you, and I get that for some of you, maybe in a work situation, there's somebody who talks down to you. You do not have to accept that. If respect isn't being served at the table, you get up, right? Empress energy with that. Turquoise with Sagittarius energy, and that's about throat chakra. That's also about truth-seeking, feng shui, connecting to your breath. So, rebalancing of your physical body. You've been feeling out of whack, right? I think about you often. At times I can't sleep. Yeah, for some of you, this narcissistic, false flame kind of karmic person thinks about you, and you might get downloads from that. They have some major mental health stuff. Now, it could be you, and if it's you, definitely work on those things. You know, because that energy is coming out pretty strongly. So continue to work on healing. I'm getting a lot of healing energy from this read. So either way that it goes, there is some healing happening. Secrets coming out. We don't talk about Bruno. even possibly through your family, like some things that you didn't know. Hematite, that's protective energy, survival instinct, healing power, again. What else, Spirit, for Gemini? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Some of you could be cuspers with Taurus, but you also could be dealing with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Capricorn energy with the garnet, that is passion. Okay, that could go down here on this Ace of Wands, because the garnet's about glowing fire and stirring up your inner chi. Do not forget your goals, so don't get so swept away that you forget what you're working on, okay? Because this energy down here is being like swept off your feet, okay? Hello from the Other Side by Adele. Again, listen to your intuition. There's some things that you still need to let go of, but someone from your past definitely wants to speak to you or has a message for you. You're racing with destiny. One Moment in Time, Whitney Houston. 46 and 2. Continue to evolve. So don't let this stop you. Okay, don't let this stop you, because this is supposed to happen. This is kind of your destiny. Stepping into like a divine purpose, right? So let's get some personal oracle, see what advice our spirit guides have for us moving forward. And then we'll get some runes. What advice do you have for Gemini? Don't stop mid-conquer. I mean, that was a feeling in your read, like don't stop your healing process just because there's this passionate beginning, okay? Don't let getting swept off your feet take you away from your goals that you're working on. We abandon our souls because we're afraid if we don't, others will abandon us. Don't abandon your soul. Keep working on that. No one's sex parts are going to heal your soul. It's on you. Remember that when you have this passionate new beginning. You still need to work on your stuff. Authenticity is about being able to know and access the best parts of yourself and bring them forward. Intuition, perception, divine powers. Your intuition seems to be really on point right now, Gemini. What else, Spirit, for Gemini? 888 Karma. Trauma is a fact of life. It does not, however, have to be a life sentence. Some of you are definitely working on that, okay? Answering some questions that need to be answered. Compare yourself with who you were yesterday, meaning you've changed, right? Remember the changes you've made. Remember the progress you've made. The good life is a process, not a state of being. It's a direction, not a destination. So remember to enjoy the little things, right? Enjoy the moments, the sunshine on your face, the beautiful flowers, right? Discomfort leads to change. You will become way less concerned with what other people think of you when you realize how seldom they do. Just meaning, you know, don't concern yourself with the low-hanging fruit, right? You have things to do, and that's the focus that you need to have. If somebody says something horrible about you or to you, that's much more of a reflection of them than you, okay? Let's get some runes for you. Sigil. Wow. So Sigil is the great rune of victory, and then you have Issa and Kinaz. So it's like you've been in this very cold time period, so things might have become more logical for you. Sigil is a great rune of victory, though, and so it's like you know how to move forward, but you've kind of been in an isolation phase. And so Kinaz is that fire, is that the match is about to get lit, basically. So you're about to step into some really passionate time period, not just in relationships, but maybe in like your passion and purpose, the things that you like to do, community action even I'm hearing, and some resurgence with being passionate about what you do, like in your field, your job. So really, really good energy there. Sigil, Isa, Kenaz, right? So fiery, passionate, coming out of a phase of feeling very stuck spiritually and maybe even in relationships. That's definitely about to change. So I've got some cards from our fairy friends. You're on the right path, Gemini. It's 11:11, right? Fairy wings. In the forest, small lights glow. Those are fairies flying low. That's just talking about, if you see winged things, that might be, you pay attention to that. Those might be signs for you. Especially little wings, okay? But also it's like your guides are with you. What else for Gemini? Trust. Breathe in, breathe out, let go of doubt. Yeah, trust yourself, Gemini. You got wings, so fly. What else for Gemini, Spirit? Travel. Yeah, some of you, I'm picking up that you might be traveling for work, or you might just be traveling, but and rain comes today, let all your troubles wash away. You know what I get from that is, like, if you have the sense of that you need to cry, cry. Don't hold it in. You don't need to do that. Trust yourself, trust those emotions, trust your intuition. So that's your reading, Gemini. If this resonated with you, please like, please share, please comment. I truly appreciate it. I do appreciate all my Gemini subscribers. I'm going to try to do a happy birthday read for you all either Sunday or Monday. So watch out for that, because I'm going to try to do an extended read where I look more into some different areas of your life. So you're on the right path. I'm happy for you. There's a lot of loving energy in this read, and a lot of resolution, a lot of healing in this read, and it just looks like really great things are coming towards you. So trust. You're getting there, right? All right. I hope to see you soon. Many blessings to you all.